Okay, everybody, well, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Sebastian's Philippine Odyssey. I'm here with my new friend Felix, and Felix has the War Museum up in Valencia. He's going to be kind enough to show us around. When did you start, Felix? When did you start collecting?
I started picking up the things when I was 4 years old.
4?
Yes, I'm now 64, so this is a 60-year collection.
So you find your first items around here, or
From the canals,
yeah, in the canal?
I got it from the canals because the Japanese camp was just a block away.
Really?
There were 15 Japanese soldiers assigned here, and when the guerrillas will attack them, the guerrillas will just crawl along the canals. And when they're in front of the camp, they stand up and fires everything. And when all of their bullets are gone, they immediately retreat back to the hills because the Magete is just 15 minutes away and the reinforcements are coming.
So this was the Philippine Army against the Japanese?
Guerrilla, Filipino Army guerrilla.
Guerrilla, yeah. Guerrilla Army. Yeah. Okay, and where did they get all of their ammunition and guns? Who supplied them?
The SS Panay, Filipino ship,
Yep.
was loaded with ammunition and guns to support the guerrillas here.
Right.
But as they were coming here, their ship was sunk by the
Sunk by the Japanese.
and they were recovering it from underneath the water.
Oh,
when
so
my-
it's still good to use under the water? It's still
Yeah.
okay?
So when my uncle attacks the Japanese, when they fire one shot and it does not fire because it is already waterlogged,
Yep, yep.
they have to count up to 10. If it does not fire, they change it with another bullet. They
Yeah.
count another 1 to 10.
So that was 303 gun or 303?
Not 303, the American Enfield.
Enfield.
Yes.
So the Americans weren't here, only the guerrillas?
The guerrillas was here. And MacArthur told most of the officers to lie low because he had promised to return. So he said, when I return, you'll be reactivated.
Yep, yep. So that he came first in Leyte?
He came first in Leyte when he fulfilled his promise of I shall return.
I shall return. And I think Australians with the Americans as well, when they pushed the
There
Japanese.
were about 4,000 British that died here. They did not fought the Japanese. They were just here because they wanted also to be part of the Japanese surrender.
Yeah.
Because they do not want the Americans just to claim the honor of receiving the Japanese surrender.
Yeah, yeah.
That all countries came here, from the Netherlands, from France. They were signing the instruments of surrender.
Yeah, yeah. A very big moment in history, huh? So what do we have here? This is original
Willys Overland Jeep,
Willie,
the prototype,
and this was Americana.
American.
Yeah. And where did you get this?
The original owner of this bought this in Manila in 1965.
65. I was born in 64,
You
so
were born in
57.
64.
Yeah.
And the son sold it to me in 1997.
Wow, that's a good one. Very good. Okay, let's go have a look. Show me what have you got in here. Okay, guys, we're going to have a look. It's a massive collection. So do you sell any of the stuff, Felix, or is it just for show?
I'm only selling the lamps
Yep.
and the collectibles.
So these are all bombs?
4,000 pound bombs, the Big Mama bomb. And these were the type of bombs that defeated the Japanese. in the battle for Midway, when they sunk four of Japan's biggest aircraft carriers. The Akagi was struck with one of this and two 500-pound bombs.
Right.
The Kaga was hit with four of this, and the Soryo with three of this,
My goodness.
and the Hiryu with another four of this
So that was from a plane. They dropped
from a plane.
from a plane.
In the battle for Midway, they were using the Douglas SBD Downless dive bombers.
Dive bombers. And so these were also from planes dropped.
Now, these are the 60 millimeter mortar,
Oh,
high explosive shell,
yep.
the 81 millimeter mortars, high explosive shell, and those that I made into balusters are the light shells. You can see it's only thin skin because it already has the hole.
Okay, so what do we got here, Felix?
My uncle died as a prisoner of war in Camp O'Donnell in Capastrada. He survived the death march where the Japanese killed 20,000 prisoners of war. And he died 100 days later from the death march. He died July 18, 1942. And I have his commendation from the President of the United States, signed by Harry Truman himself.
Wow, wow.
It reads, "In grateful memory of Private Nemesio P. Villa, who died in the service of his country in the Pacific,
We forget so easily, huh? But the sacrifice made by the people.
18 July 1942.
1942.
So, he stands in the unbroken line of patriots who have dared to die, that freedom might live and grow, and increase its blessings. Freedom lives, and great he lives in a way that humbles the undertakings of most men, signed by Harry Truman, President of the United States of America.
Well, thanks for sharing that, Felix. It's, as I say, I think even myself and the younger people now, they forget the price paid for freedom. Yeah.
I am older than you
Uh-oh.
for 5 years. I was born 1959.
Oh! So you also have some German collection here?
Yes, I got this from veterans.
Yeah.
His father was fighting in the First World War, so I got the Doughboy's helmet.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
His father was fighting in Germany, so I have the military police helmet.
Oh, yeah. That's very collectible, that one.
Yes. In an auction in the United States, it fetched a price of 10,000 US.
Yeah.
Very rare.
But to you, priceless.
Very rare.
Very rare. Okay. What else have we got here? Some uniform. And you have some guns. What's the guns?
Yes. The guns over there.
Yeah. What do we got there? Is that?
I'm going to switch on the light.
Oh, salamat. Okay. What have we got here? So, wow.
American Enfield.
All right. So that's the ones that they were using here.
Yes.
The
Well,
guerrillas.
these were the rifles issued to Filipino troops fighting in Bataan.
Bataan.
Yes, but when they surrendered, the Japanese took a hold on all of this, and there were Filipinos fighting for the Japanese, and they were armed with these rifles. Other rifles that had escaped the Japanese capture were also used. Yes, but when they surrendered, the Japanese took a hold on all of this, and there were Filipinos fighting for the Japanese, and they were armed with these rifles. Other rifles that had escaped the Japanese capture were also used by the guerrillas.
Right.
And this is the M1 Garand. The gun
Very heavy.
is already broken.
Uh-oh.
The gun that won the Second World War.
Wow. Yeah. And now the guns they have now is just so different. Huh? So different. And then you have all the different types of...
The different uniforms came from the Second World War, Korean War, Vietnam War, the Gulf War, Desert Storm, Desert Shield.
So you're still buying all the time and collecting, or not so
I'm not
much?
always buying.
Some
There
donation?
really is veterans
Yeah.
who comes here
Yeah,
said to me, I have several items at home.
yeah.
They're lonely at home. Maybe if I donate it to you,
Yeah.
they will be happy here.
And people can learn.
They
And...
can see it here. So you cannot produce a donation.
So what's this, Messerschmitt?
The
No,
That's
that's
a
a
Stuka dive bomber.
So that's the one that had a bomb underneath and then dropped,
Yeah.
and they dive down and then up.
Look at that. That bomb.
Yeah.
I have 9 of this.
And they had one in here.
That one was underneath the fuselage.
Yeah, yeah.
And I have 9 of this. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. There.
Oh my goodness! Wow. And these are machine guns.
The machine gun is British, French Hotchkiss machine gun. The French Hotchkiss machine gun was 1914.
Right. Wow.
And in 1914, the Japanese, they were part of the Allies in the First World War, purchased the design and modified it with a 6.5 mm.
Right.
That is the 1932. They made it 7.7 mm.
Right. Right. Very. And yet they had to carry all that wherever they go in the jungle.
Yes.
One man or 2 men?
4 men.
4 men carry it. 2 in
Those
front.
are, at the front, those are the barrel replacement for that machine gun.
Ah,
I
yeah.
did not find a carrying handle at the front.
Right.
At the back, there was a handle just that looks like a handle of the bicycle.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So, 4 men can easily carry it,
yeah.
and you can see it in the movie, a thin red line.
Thin red line.
Yeah,
The movie. Okay.
4 men carrying that.
4 men carrying it.
And when they put it, they can fire immediately, unlike the American Browning
Browning.
machine gun
Yeah.
that they have to put on the tripod first,
That's right.
assemble the machine gun,
Yeah.
then load the bullets.
Yeah.
It took time to
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
This one, when they put it in the ground,
Yeah.
they
Boom,
can
boom, boom.
fire immediately.
Straight away. Yeah, my grandfather was in Darwin when the Japanese bombed in Australia, and he was a armor guy. He used to fix all the machine guns in the planes. But he used to be trained on the Browning with a tripod on the ground thing. And you have revolver? Are these Japanese?
That
or-
is the Japanese Nambu Type 14, 1925,
1925.
8 mm, 8 shots for the pilot. Look at that.
Is it
That's a very big
very
rear
heavy?
guard.
Very heavy?
You can lift it out.
Oh, not so. So that was
The Nambu looks like the German Luger, but nothing similar.
wow. Very
Except the Ford looks like the German Luger.
all for killing people. For what? It's such a shame. Huh? And you have Japanese swords?
Yes.
Many swords?
Yes, I have a lot. Over there.
Oh, let's have a look at the Japanese swords. So, oh wow.
The stainless steel blade is for the Imperial Japanese Navy.
Right.
They were using stainless steel because it corrodes immediately to the sea
Through
atmosphere.
the sea, yeah, sure.
This is from the 16th century.
Really?
It's not machine made.
That is hand forged?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
16th century.
16th century. So
Because-
that's like a samurai.
Yes. From generation to
So-
generation.
They pass on the
They
tradition.
pass it.
Yeah, yeah. Wow, that's amazing.
And this sword came from the Russo-Japanese War. where Japan won against Russia in 1905. And that is the Imperial Navy sword. Imperial Army.
They were very ruthless fighters, the Japanese, huh?
And Japanese rifles and the bayonets.
Bayonets. I had one like this many years ago.
Yeah. Where's it now?
Hmm?
Where it is now?
Australia.
Oh
yeah. And you have
lamb, iron, because
Oh, what's this here?
that was General Douglas MacArthur signing the instrument of surrender, September 2, 1945,
That was on the ship?
aboard the USS Missouri.
Missouri, that's
On
right.
the deck, where the signing was done. That's part of the deck.
Oh, you're kidding me.
And behind him was General Jonathan Wainwright, the general who left behind in the Philippines and who surrendered the Filipino-American troops to the Japanese.
Wow.
And behind Jonathan Wainwright was General Arthur Percival, the general who surrendered Singapore to General Tomoyoki Yamashita.
The Japanese, that would have really been devastating for them, right? To have to.
And that piece of wood was part of the deck of the Missouri. And this is
A very appropriate name. I can't see without my glasses on.
this is the authentication that it really came from the deck.
Okay. Yeah. Wow.
And after signing the instrument of surrender, he gave one fountain pen to General Wainwright and General Percival. And after giving them the fountain pens, he had a short speech.
Yep.
And he said these words: "It is my earnest hope, and indeed the hope for all of mankind, that after this solemn occasion, about a better world shall arise out of the blood and carnage of the past. A world based on faith and understanding, a world dedicated to the dignity of a man, and of his most cherished wish for freedom, tolerance, and justice."
And what sort of world have we got now, Felix?
Because the President of the United States stopped MacArthur. He kicked him out from the service. If he was left alone,
He would have
there
finished.
will be no more North Korea, China,
He would have finished
Russia, Iran.
it. Yeah. He would have finished it.
Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Because President Harry Truman was afraid that MacArthur left to himself and caused the Third World War.
Do you think that's true?
It would be the Third World War,
But it would
but
be
you
the end.
are removing the Cold War. There would be no West Germany, East Germany,
Yeah.
nothing.
That's true. That's so true.
And now you cannot challenge this country. They have a huge
Already-
arsenal of
Yeah.
nuclear weapons.
So where is our future, Felix? Where do you see the world in
The Third World War, on a theater coming near you, the Third World War will begin. Just right here in Southeast Asia.
Well, let's hope that that's a long way away. And
It's not a long way away. Taiwan is being bullied by China, and we are neighbors of them. The IDCA military bases of the Americans, they are now making a lot of IDCA sites all over the Philippines
yeah,
because the Third World War will soon begin. And even Australia is now
Involved.
involved.
I think,
Because
it has been progressing. I've been trying not to get too involved with the news. It's too depressing. Yeah. All right, Felix. Well, thank you very much
You're
for
welcome,
your
sir.
time, sir,
You're welcome.
and for the service that you pass on to future generations. And let's hope that this will still be just a memory for many, many years to come. But I hear what you're saying.
That I made a poem about my file. I call everything here as my file. You want to hear it?
Yeah, sure.
It starts with this. Everything you see here has a story. It was my experience and my memory of how time flies. And quickly, without intention, you will become sentimental and attached. With care, my heritage and legacy will remain for 1,000 years, or maybe more for generations to behold. The joy of these treasures lie in the promise of a bright and long future, of giving the present an inkling of yesterday, of being mesmerized by the beauty, elegance, and grace of a once opulent era. Beauty, elegance, and grace that transcends the ages. It is a rare find, and it is timeless. So you open your eyes wide and see the world around you, because the greatest secrets lies always in the most unexpected places. And those who don't believe in magic, they cannot find it.
True. Thank you, Felix. I want to come and visit you again, and we can have a Sprite or a Coke. Huh?
Yeah.
You like that? Okay.
Coke Zero.
Coke Zero. It's
I'm
done.
a diabetic.
Okay. Well, thanks everybody. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah.
And thanks to Felix for sharing this amazing thing. It's up in Valencia, so if you're here, come and say hello to Felix. He's a lovely guy, and he can show you around. Okay, guys, until next time, bye-bye.